Like Columbo. I'm always like Columbo. One more thing. Okay, YouTube, are you going to go? Okay, there we go. All right. 3 of you are back. Good. Thank you. Welcome. Sorry to go on. There was a couple of things that a couple more pieces to the Saanich pie that I forgot to say. Oh, now two? Oh, I'm saddened. I guess people have enough of me today. Don't blame me. Now, there's a couple more pieces to that. Now, one. Did I put this under listed? Yeah, it's listed. Okay, fair enough. Not sure who's here, but probably CSE. Welcome. Now 3. There was a couple more pieces to the Saanich pie that I forgot to say. Miraculous coincidence. I'm just saying it. I'm not doing the tinfoils. Now, Amber, I recognize her from here in Alberta. So let's just share this other video here with you. Oh, I can't do that. Balls. Right, they've disabled that. I think I can do this, can't I? Is that working? Wait a second. Hello, Doug. How are you doing? I've got 4 of you in here. Welcome. Oh, bollocks. Which one was it here? No. Hello. Oh, shade. No. 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 Where is this? Oh, right. As I'm already bored people, and they'll probably piss off. So we will get to the late. Okay. Now, because these ones are good too. There are a couple other key important parts to the Saanich pie. So I have included a link down below for the first part of the Saanich pie, and I do think it's important. I'm not saying anything. I'm just presenting facts. And what all can you do, right? Oh, you're crazy. Crazy talk. Chrome tab. Right, there we go. That's what I want. Now, Amber. I remember Amber from Alberta. Stella, JJ, Nosy, hello again. Nikki Lewis, hello again. Stella, just listening. Good morning. Truth and all. Hello again. Life is good. Meeting Alberta's new CFO yesterday. Oh, goodness. That sounds very important, doesn't it? Now, I want you to listen to this and see if you can find some more miraculous coincidences in here.
Latest on the investigation into the botched bank robbery in Saanich in just a moment. First, we are hearing tonight from a woman who was inside the Saanich bank when gunmen stormed in. Until now, we knew 6 police officers were shot, 2 suspects killed, but we knew nothing about what happened in the bank. Anna McMillan sat down with one of the women inside who was overwhelmed with gratitude for the officers who saved her life.
Oh my God, holy dude. Oh my God.
As this went down at a bank in Saanich.
Holy Holy.
Shelley Fryer says she was cowering inside with roughly 20 other hostages, including a pregnant woman who locked herself in a closet upstairs.
When we find out later that all of that, when later, way later, that those police officers were injured.
She had an appointment with the bank manager at 11 a.m. By 11:04, a loud bang cut through the bank.
I looked over and could see that everybody had gotten down on the floor. It was dead silent in the bank. And as I was sort of trying to get behind my chair, I look up, and in the doorway, 2 feet away, is a man standing there with an assault rifle.
She says he was wearing a protective vest, gear on his shins, and a mask that hid his eyes.
And he was just standing there, didn't say a word.
Until he turned to the manager and said, "Vault."
And the manager held the keys to him over his desk. And he like shook his head or something, and as if, no, that's not okay. And he came around the desk and indicated, like, step back, and the manager was going to take him to the vault.
Leaving Shelley in the office where she took a risk and called 911, possibly saving lives.
And told them there was BMO, Shelburne, robbery, 2 guys, assault rifles.
And you had to whisper this.
Oh, I whispered. Yeah, I whispered because it was so silent in the bank. I couldn't hear any alarms.
Police say there were 2 robbers. Shelley is convinced she saw 3.
The whole vibe was relaxed.
That's chilling.
It was.
She says one masked man was pacing by the office where she was hiding.
Slowly, like a country walk, in front, back and forth, just holding his rifle. He seemed to have missed that I was in there.
Eventually, Shelley says she was spotted and left her phone behind, the call still connected. She was ushered to a hallway with bank employees and other customers where they waited and waited.
The teller said to me, "I don't know why they just didn't take the money and leave. They could have been gone in 3 minutes. There wasn't any money in the vault."
Then, she says, police announced themselves and the bullets flew. Everyone in the bank took cover until officers came inside.
They said, "We are so sorry that this happened to you." And they just came in from that. They just came in from seeing their brothers in arms gunned down by these guys because they rushed into a scene that could have been really different. I just don't have the words. I just thank them so much.
An immeasurable gratitude paired with painful questions, including who the suspects are and why they did this. Anna McMillan, CTV News, Saanich.
Now, did you see? There was one other little thing there.
Guys, seriously, this is a game changer.
Performance Package 4.0 kit includes everything that you need.
And as soon as you open the box, boom, your boss will thank you.
This one.
Here is the
Spy. Oh. Okay. So she called 911, right? She called 911 right away. She was left alone for 5 to 10 minutes inside the office, and during that time she pulled out her cell phone. Okay. She said, "Why? They could be in and out in 3 minutes, right? Didn't she say that?" Well, how long do you think she was on 911 for? Did they show it in that video? They did. Let's go back and just have a... Oh, wait.
Haltom city leaders and
We will get to the latest on the investigation into the botched bank
Amber
robbery in
from
Saanich
Alberta.
in just a moment. First, we are hearing tonight from a woman who was inside the Saanich bank
Look
when
at all
gunmen
the
stormed in. Until
police
now, we
angles,
knew
or all the
6
camera
police
angles,
officers
too.
were shot, 2 suspects killed, but we knew nothing about what happened in the bank.
Right there.
Possible.
Bonk. An hour and 26 minutes. Sound like anything else? Kids? On hold? 1 hour, 26 minutes? Oh, but it gets better. People who have no criminal records, these twins, right? They must be a hell of a shot. Because ERT members are really well trained. Oh, bollocks. 1 hour, 26 minutes, right? Okay. Armed ERT members. The Greater Victoria Emergency Response Team was nearby at an unrelated call and managed to quickly redeploy, arriving in time to engage 2 armed suspects. They were right there in Saanich on a call, but they were on hold for 1 hour and 26 minutes. Really? 1 hour, 26 minutes. Closets, kids. And she said, I don't understand why they didn't just leave. They just stood there. You can find this in a variety of articles out there, by the way, most of which are archived. So, and if you happen to come across them, please do use that archive. Archive.is, archive.org. Keep records of these interesting, miraculous coincidences. You happen to be on a call nearby, but the people in the bank are there for 1 hour and 26 minutes. This is how people rob banks, don't you know? They sit around for 1 hour and 26 minutes waiting. That's the word that they use. Waiting. Why were they waiting? That was one of the other ones. Oh, and you have the person also across the street, the Asian man, I forget his name, who has the laundromat. He was hiding under blankets. He didn't see a thing, as in he didn't see what happened. But he's like, oh, it was obviously very horrible. I could hear it, but I was underneath some blankets. Hiding. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Right. Because nowhere also down on the East Coast do we have anybody waiting on hold. Do we? How long were they on the hold for, too, by the way? I'd be curious. I don't remember the exact minutes before they were rescued. Wouldn't it just be a miraculous coincidence if it was 1 hour and 26 minutes? Come on. And whisper to each other. She said she couldn't see she couldn't see any skin. She couldn't see anything with a balaclava. Last I checked, balaclavas have big holes in them. I don't know what the fuck is going on down there, but I'll tell you, it's spooky. Spooky. So I didn't want to forget about that. There is a tweet out there which I am aware of, and I came across on my phone. Not the tweet, interestingly enough. What was it? How did I find it? One moment, please. It's a screen grab that somebody had done. Now, I don't know if they have altered it. I have no idea. But I found more the original copy. Well, still from the same fellow. This Ferryman's Toll, I have no idea who he is. I'm not saying that's, what he's saying is true. And I don't think it'll come across in this. But that's not a human. Doesn't appear to be. It appears to be a mannequin. Let's see if I can find it so I have a better resolution. Picture. Robbery. I don't know. I'm not going to say that because that's not, I need lots of proof of things. But the picture he shows, interesting, it doesn't come up here. Okay, here we go. All right. This picture. One moment. Can I blow this up? It doesn't appear to be a human. It appears to be a mannequin. Don't know. Just saying. Don't know. I'm not saying that this is the way it is. It just seems very strange. But an hour and 26, whether mannequin, no mannequin, the other facts do stand. An hour and 26 minutes on the phone. Kids, bushes, rushed right in, training, explosives, white stripes on cars, white cars with stripes, IEDs, vests, the suggestive languaging, even the lady's last name was just, could obviously just be that. Fryer. I don't know, very strange. But I just thought all right, one moment. Send me a picture. Okay. Yes. Now it does appear as though that is from a newscast. This photo. Where's that? It does look like it was originally from a global. It appears as though it is. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but the other facts do stand. The other facts do stand, and the RCMP certainly is in the shit, right? And Hackett is deputy chief there, did used to be assistant commissioner of the RCMP. The last names of these two twins happen to be the same as the head of CJOC, which is in charge of PSYOPs domestically. And from Esquimalt, and has 2 boys. I'm seeing too much. that doesn't make me go, It's like the miraculous coincidence at the gas pumps, which doesn't work. Which I'll do at another point. Daylight about only diff. Oh, yes. What to do with Saanich? Well, I mean, there's obviously, we don't have the police gear, but I could go into stories about that. And that one's a big one. I was unraveling it for somebody the other day. That's a lot of stuff to absorb and I don't know, I'm not necessarily the best at explaining things all the time. But timing around events is very important. Warrant releases. Things happening. Vickers took down the shooter on Parliament Hill. Yes, that's true. I don't believe that's the same Sergeant Vickers. Not the same Sergeant Vickers. But interesting to note. Sergeant Vickers in Nova Scotia does have some fairly interesting emails, though, by the way, from what I understand. Just happened to have his gun on CBC. Yeah, that was another thing I noticed in that video. Maybe we could just turn that back a little bit. All the different camera angles. They showed it. They just flashed through it very quickly here. Of the, I think it was the shootout part. Right here. Let's try that again.
Including a pregnant woman who locked herself in a closet upstairs.
When we find out later that all of that, when later, way later, that those police officers were injured.
She had an appointment with the bank manager.
This is the first time the appointment is either. She's the first time she's ever been to that bank, apparently. I heard that.
At 11 a.m. By 11:04, a loud bang cut through the bank.
I looked over and could see that everybody had gone down on the floor. It was dead silent in the bank. And as I was sort of trying to get behind my chair,
thank you for sending the pig, by the way.
2 feet away is a man standing there with an assault rifle.
She says he was wearing a protective vest, gear on his shins, and a mask that hid his eyes.
And he was just standing there, didn't say a word.
Until he turned to the manager and said, "Bolt."
And the manager held the keys to him over his desk.
I thought they did the...
And he told them there was BMO, Shelburne, robbery.
11:04.
And you had to whisper.
11:04.
Oh, I whispered. Assault rifles.
And you had to whisper this.
Oh, I whispered. Yeah, I whispered because.
Huh.
Saving lives.
And.
11:04. I could drop that other little piece, but I won't. That's too much.
Like alarms.
Police say.
Okay, so different videos from everywhere, but I guess they had an hour and 26 minutes to do this.
There were 2 robbers. Shelley is convinced. She saw 3.
The whole vibe was relaxed.
That's chilling.
It was.
She says one masked man was pacing by the office where she was hiding.
Slowly, like country walk in front.
Country walk, rurality.
Holding his rifle.
Come on,
he seemed to have missed that I was in there.
Eventually, Shelley says she was spotted and left her phone behind.
I don't know if she was hiding under the desk at that point.
She was ushered to a hallway with bank employees and other customers where they waited and waited.
And you see, Global's interviewing her. It's almost like they have.
I don't know what
they have. just different reporters just lined up there interviewing her. Same position, different reporters. CBC had their cameras already set up before the shooting. Oh, on the hill. Okay, I can't. And again, I really don't want to venture into this territory too far because it's very quick that they label people. I just want to put it out there that there seems to be issues. You know, I've been looking at them for a few days and I'm like, But Hackett's ties and CJOC is and an hour and 26 minutes on phone when you just happen to be in the neighborhood and GVERT members are getting wounded. Those guys have like hardcore military gear. I was watching a video of them down in Big Stop after all that went down, walking around. I mean, they look like Stay Puffs because they've got so much armor on and stuff. They're huge. These guys are really well trained. So for somebody, 2 guys who have no experience, to suddenly wound 6 of them, 3 of them critically, again, I don't want to question it because it's too much, because I obviously I have a lot of respect for police people. But the timing of it, my God, and all of the little subtle sewings of stuff. So those of you who haven't seen the first video, please go back and watch it, because I know lots and lots of people, well, that's not true. Some people dial out as soon as the MCC is done. But I don't know why, because I usually try and get stuff out, which is pretty decent. Anyways, I do hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day. Please don't run into any miraculous coincidences. My prayers are with the families of the unknown officers and, of course, themselves. And hopefully Friar Shelley doesn't have too much trauma. Have a great day. God bless the 23. God bless you. God bless the 23.